Good afternoon. Okay. Yeah. So, thank you. First, I must start with a few disclaimers that I've never been able to complete reading the two reports. They're really big. And so being here where a discussion can be held, I think is helpful. Secondly, I think it is the World Bank report that began with some of the studies that we are doing. So I stand here, firmly believing that you have to assess, act, align, because without understanding, making the problem visible, you'll not be able to act and move on. And I think we appreciate that some of the work we are doing is informing the reports that have been delivered, that are presented here today. But I'd like to base my remark and a question on, again, a comment that was made that there are many competing objectives, competing priorities. And because of the work that we've been doing, like in our countries, I started outside of government, then I was invited to chair the Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development, and we have a reform process going on. So I straddle outside, inside. And so then what you see is that government has been stated as being the key body that takes accountability. So if that is the case, then how does one deal with innovators, who often come laced with technology? Technology is the promise of the 10 jobs in future, 9 of them will be from the technological world. So, and sometimes they get legitimacy from various institutions of repute. And they come with pedagogies that even they themselves would not allow their children to experience those. But these are the pedagogies for the poor, So how does one deal with that? Because on the one hand, government wants to listen, this is a promise, isn't it? So you listen, but who will be held accountable to uphold principles of equality, of equity, especially when you're talking about the children who are most likely to be left behind, the poor? Can we still, in this day, age, and era, pursue principles of public good, or is it a little bit naive?